My senior year of high school, for my advanced theater class, we had a showcase at the end of the year. I chose to do a few monologues, and one of my monologues, I wanted to express key things that I learned throughout my life. However, when I went to think about it more, I realized that I had just lived one life, and there was thousands of lives in my school, thousands of lives that I didn't know, even though I saw them every day. So, for my monologue, I decided that I was going to ask people. I already knew what I had learned in my life, and I couldn't possibly figure out by a short conversation somebody's views on everything. I couldn't possibly figure out every important thing that a person had in their wealth of knowledge. So I adopted a question that I asked everyone, and it was kind of intimidating, I think. Understandably so, but I got some really good conversations out of it. And the question was, what's the number one thing you've learned in your life? I have here my book of answers that I got. Now, I was only able to write down short sentences, but rest assured that for a lot of these, very good, insightful conversations followed. And I wish that I could share those, but also I think that there's something to be said about going out and having those types of conversations for yourself. It's important to note that none of these people's views are necessarily my views. However, it would not be very ethical of me to exclude people's views just because they are not mine. Try not to respond to anything that anyone said in a disrespectful way because each of these people did answer from the truest parts of themselves. You'll also notice that some people answered jokingly. I am definitely including those. I will be including people's names in the bottom corner, but not enough to identify them. I will be adding the age of children who answered just because I think that plays an interesting part in the sort of social experiment of the whole thing. It's also important to note that my experiences in my life influence the answers that I get. I had a lot of Christians that I asked because I've gone to Christian university. I've been Christian my whole life. My family's Christian. I'm surrounded by a lot of Christians. I don't necessarily have answers from a widely diverse audience. Most of the people that I asked are white and are Christians. That doesn't make what they said any less important, but it is worth noting that I have a very small sample section. I hope to, in the future, get more answers. I sort of fell away from this project, and I wish that I hadn't, so I'm going to get back into the swing of things, and when I do, I'm hoping to have answers from people from different backgrounds. Trust God and be kind to others, including yourself. Trust actions more than words. How to read. Stuart is the awesomest teacher. Work hard, be nice. Pizza is good. Life is short. Life's long. Don't have children. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Past mistakes don't define you. To be strong. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. Belts are just headbands for your waist. Choose love. Always be kind. Always assume positive intentions. Patience and understanding. Keep your mouth shut and don't be antagonistic. Follow Jesus. Don't be a tryhard. How important it is to show up imperfectly. Emotions get in the way of everything and they aren't needed. Everyone sucks and that's okay. Don't care what people think. Stay true to who you are. Can't just wait for dreams. Gotta make them happen. Invest as much free time into relationships as possible. How to respect others. You're handed a life and you create it your own way. Just like if a teacher handed you a piece of paper and asked you to draw something, nobody would have the same drawing. Accept what you are given and make the best of it. Don't waste your time on fake people. You can see more for longer when you've been through more. Have a good attitude. Always be kind. Life's unfair. I love life. Never have regret. Listen to your elders. Trust is earned. Put yourself first. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Mistakes don't define you or disqualify you from doing something important. Because everyone makes mistakes. You can change yourself, but only for yourself. How to breathe. Be patient. Staying happy and positive makes life better. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. Pray without ceasing. Don't stress. Fight to rest. No matter how smart I think I am, I'm not. Your confidence doesn't come from anyone else. It's okay to fail. You'll learn when you fail, but you have to be able to risk failing every now and again. Be true to yourself. Don't take things too seriously. Don't talk bad about people. Life's a game we all play, but it's not fair. Rick and Morty is God. Sports. God and Jesus. The only person who will never let you down is God. Always listen to God. Patience, enjoy life. Don't move on something God told you to do until you have peace. Listen and obey God. People are who they are. You can't change them. God wants 100% of you. 500 plus 500 equals 1000. Nothing matters but Jesus! Don't live your life through fear. Love life, love God. Don't set expectations too high. I don't know, man. That which you manifest is before you. The visible becomes inevitable. The car goes where your eyes go. Be kind, stay strong, and have courage always. Life is what you make it. There's always someone who cares. Although when you plan things it turns out perfect, but something happens and it isn't perfect. Patience. Always leave the lights on, don't mess it up. Be patient. Never give up on people. Never judge too quick. People will say stuff about you no matter what. Hard work will pay off eventually. Work hard and be nice. Forgive yourself. Perception is not reality. Hard work and perseverance are the most important qualities. Without hard work, you won't get anywhere in life. Love always wins. Take it easy. Do not pee in the same direction of the wind. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't judge people too quickly. Life's not fair, but it can be fantastic. Don't treat the people who love you with disrespect. If you do and they come back, then they truly love you. Life is a work of art. Gray adds to the overall image. Go with the flow. Don't worry about things beyond your control. Love is a choice. Don't worry. The things you worry about won't happen anyway. To have a friend, you need to be a friend, and God always has your back. Have real conversations. No one's too far for God's grace. Love is our greatest calling. I don't know everything. Speak the truth in love. You never know as much as you think you know. About yourself, too. Society's expectations shouldn't control you, and don't compare yourself to others. Carpe diem and enjoy life. People suck. Money doesn't grow on trees. Every action you take, will it matter in 5 years? Childhood is a blessing. Always be yourself, and don't let others define you. Through theater, I've learned to be who I want to be. Building relationships will get you farther than on your own. Can't please everyone. Do your best. Treat people with kindness, including yourself. Christ died for my sins, and it's free. Sleep. It's important. Be mindful. Don't trust some people. The sky is blue. Life is simply about your attitude. How you approach it is how it's going to be. Every day is a gift. Patience. When to have it and when not to have it. Nothing's impossible. Be happy. Choose your own happiness. Time and family are more important than materialistic things. Always look for the good. Always try to be positive. Family is most important. Don't play with knives. What comes around goes around. Love with everything you have. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Treat others how you want to be treated. Don't give up. If you don't quit, you can accomplish more than you otherwise think you could. Be positive to yourself and others. Life's not fair. I need a savior. Gotta learn to let things go. I love to make people smile. It's how I find my joy in life. Don't be afraid to make yourself happy today. Life's hard. Life is going to give you ups and downs, but you gotta stay positive through it all. Some people just aren't worth your time and energy. Live by the golden rule and never stop trying, never stop growing. Enjoy life, spread love, peace, joy, and harmony. Truly treat others how you want to be treated. Try hard. Don't care about what other people think of you. Be nice to everyone. Don't underestimate people. I trust God, not myself. Don't judge anyone. Don't get too comfortable. You do you, boo-boo. Work hard, play hard. Fake it until you make it. If you fail to plan, then you've planned to fail. The importance of gratitude. Seize the moment. Carpe diem. Treat people like people. Do things that are going to matter in 5 years, and don't focus on things that won't affect you. Invest in the things you want to invest in, not in what you have to invest in. Not to let rejection or fear hold me back. To laugh every day, or your life is going to be awful. A day you don't laugh is a day wasted, or something like that. You're not the greatest person. Other people matter too, and stuff. Don't be afraid to try new things. This one requires backstory, so at my Christian university, against the concept was to say scandalous things. Like, that was our term for, like, that's against the concept when things were scandalous. So, she said, most of life is against the concept. Love Jesus! Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind always. I have learned to never take something someone says personally, and to always try to look at the situation from someone else's point of view. You can learn when your mind is open. People adapt. We adapt to change. We adapt to new circumstances. We adapt to people being added and removed from our lives. When I think a challenge is insurmountable, I'm surprised of what I am capable of when I start to try to tackle it. What I will learn in the future will be way different than what I've already learned. It's not about me. Don't sweat the small stuff. Put God first. Put others first, but don't disregard your own worth. Life is life. My girlfriend. Seriously, though, define what you're meant for. My brothers are idiots. I like Munster cheese. Nothing. People are mean. Always smile. Don't procrastinate. Do it right the first time. And don't have teenagers. Be good. Everything else is evil. Take into consideration what your heart is telling you, but trust your mind and your gut most. You have to look at the bigger picture and take a second to put yourself aside. It's not about you. It's about everyone. Take things as they come and always be faithful. Recognize your biases. Keep moving forward. You can help people, but sometimes it's more helpful to stop helping. 42. There's a time for everything. I keep saying it and it keeps coming true. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. Matthew 22:37-40. If I approach a situation with enough boldness and confidence, then things will work out. Maybe not the way I expect them to, but speaking something into existence isn't a matter of the strength of my will, but the strength of God's will and making sure the two of them are aligned perfectly. Agape love. Hi, Editor Ash here. I realized that my smartness didn't read some of the first answers I got from some of the most important people in my life. I didn't upload a video last Sunday because this is a big video and I'm depressed. It's gonna be fine. This is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna promote it more than my other videos because I'm actually really proud of this whole project. And rely on God. Life is short, and don't leave on a bad word. And let people know you love them. Hard work will get you a lot of places, and if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. People are stupid. Don't trust too easily. God is real and working in all things, good or bad. Even when life sucks, there's a reason. Don't take life too seriously and know how to laugh at yourself. Be patient and accept imperfections. Be nice and care about people. You'll never make everyone happy. Nothing's ever as bad as it may seem. If you want something, you need a goal. Value your time. I'm very curious. What's the number one thing you've learned in your life? For me, when I was going through that book, my answer was always For me, when I was writing that book, and I don't know what my answer is now. I don't know if it's changed. I bet that a lot of the people who I asked back then, a few years ago, I bet their answers have changed, and I would love to be able to reach out to each and every one of them and see what they have to say. Maybe someday I will get a chance to ask at least some of them. Some of them I literally only ever talk to them to ask them that question. I really loved working on this project, and I really think that it is something that I definitely should readopt into my life. It started off kind of also as a way to confront my social anxiety. I had a lot of difficulty talking to people. I made myself. I made myself talk to people, and it actually made a very tangible difference in my life. The thing is that at some point, I became socially anxious again, and to the point where I didn't even want to ask this question anymore. Which is sad to think about because I was literally just running around my school asking like everyone that I saw. I would walk around the halls during class time, and anyone who was in the halls, I would stop them right there and then and be like, hey, I have a question for you. I have this book and I'm going to ask you a question. It was amazing. The amount of stories that came from it, the conversations, the miniature relationships that I was able to build, even if it was only one conversation, was amazing. It's something that I guess I would definitely recommend to anyone who's looking for a social experiment project and maybe a way to, I don't know, if this project interests you, you can go ahead and take it from me. And if you are so inclined, put it in the comments below. What's the number one thing you've learned in life? Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this. It's kind of a different sort of thing, but I really enjoyed it. I'm going to think of more ways that I can incorporate this kind of video. I'm not really sure what you would call this kind of video, but I really enjoyed doing it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Smash that like button like you're Kirby doing a down B, and do the same to subscribe button. Or don't, if you don't want to, but I mean, I would really appreciate if you did. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful life. And always stay thinking. I honestly, always stay thinking.